Good morning, stupid. Welcome back to hashtag 360 stupid. We are stupid people asking you smart people simple questions. King of stupid here, mic check. MICCMICCCCCCH. What up, what up, what up? We are an informational podcast. We accept everyone. We do not hate anyone, but we do love those who send in that donation. So send it in, send it in. What we doing today? 113. That's right. It's noon, 9 past the noon hour, and it's 113. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that on the video. 113 in the Fahrenheit. What? So I'm going to lunch. One of my favorite places to go is Jen's Korean Barbecue. They are not a sponsor. I am just talking out of my wing wang, chicka chicka ching dang. And I want to let y'all know this place is good. Lunchtime, it's about $20, all you can eat, and it is good. I'm telling you. They have great lunch drink specials for their reopening from the viruses. You know, I can't talk about that because I get threatened under the YouTube laws. That's right. YouTube has laws that says if you say anything they don't like, you could get institutionalized. That's how it works. Freedom of speech, baby. If you don't like what we say, I gotta put you away. Ooh, that's how it works. Anywho, tickle your doom. So, I am meeting a gentleman whose name I'm not sure if we have already decided on a name, a stage name, or what he wants to do. But what's happening is we're thinking it might be a duo partnership for comedy, stand-up most likely. So I met, I don't want to really talk about too much because part of the show, but part of the comedy act is going to be the whole, where we met and stuff. Hilarious. This guy is like, when I say hilarious, it's an understatement. The best part about him is that he doesn't find what he says to be funny. Well, I don't know, to be honest with you, he just doesn't laugh. But he has said repeatedly that other people often find him super funny. And that's the best part about it. Because, I mean, he just says stuff that you just like can't help but to laugh, you know? But he keeps a straight face. He almost seems confused, like, what's so funny? What did I say that's so funny? That's comedy genius. That's when you know you are super good at comedy. When you don't laugh and you don't see the humor, but you just keep pounding this one-liners, that's comedy genius. Comedy gold, as they say, comedy gold. So I met him and instantly I was like, dude, we got to do something. We got to work on this comedy thing together. He said, yeah, a lot of people say that, blah, blah, blah. So I put in some effort to keeping in touch, and we're going to lunch. We met once before after meeting at a comedy show I had tickets for, and we have a good chemistry. To be honest with you, just about anybody could be funny with him. He's just hilarious. So I'm hoping that we could work on something together. That's kind of where we kind of left it. He did find my humor to be good. So his thing is like, only 3 comedians have made him laugh before. So what I'm doing is, and I made him laugh before the comedy show, like laugh, not like he had a smile. I was like, oh, he's smiling. and then actually laughed. So I knew it. And then afterwards, I messaged him. I go, so I got you to laugh. What do you think? He said, you have a great future in comedy. You know it. You know how we do it. So, I'm hoping he'll do an interview. I kind of want to get us both on video and audio to see how well we drive when the cameras are on. So we'll see how lunch goes, and then we'll take it from there. I just want to let you guys know what's happening. Next month, I will have more time to focus on making this podcast better. Put more research, more time into it. That's kind of what's happening. Still kind of super busy. I've been kind of trying to tame it down just so I can, have some energy, because it's like super hot. 103 now that we're on the road. The thermometers must have cooled down a bit. What else? So yeah, that's about it. Donnie Boy, hoping to get an interview with Don. He was just tested. He was in close proximity, or was exposed to somebody who has tested positive for the Viro. Again, I don't want to talk about it because YouTube has threatened to ban me, and I'm not even monetized yet. What kind of world are we living in where you can't talk about what's happening, and if you do, you're threatened? Freedom of speech? I don't think so. So that's pretty much the plan so far. We'll see where we go from there. What else? There's a few other things I do kind of want to talk about, but I'm not really sure. Update on Pammy, the Super Mammy. I haven't heard from her for a couple days. I've been wanting to go out there, grab another interview with her. So we'll see. We'll see what's next, see what's happening. Let's see. Phone number 602-620-9098. That's 602-620-9098. Give us a call, text message. Text message is really the best way to get a response. Once we get assistance to help us take calls and set up appointments, we should be able to actually answer calls. We have been receiving some calls. Greatly appreciate that. If you are the fans, sponsors, volunteers, go to patreon.com/360stupid. Drop off the hashtag when you do Patreon. Email, same thing. Drop the hashtag 360stupid@gmail.com. Send in your requests, your comments, your anything and everything, whatever you want to send. We'll see if we could get to it. As of yet, we don't have millions of fans just yet, but once we get there, we'll get to it. What? We gotta love it to it. Do it. So that's about it. I'm shortly to arrive, about 10 minutes early. So you know what? I guess I could just chat away a bit. We are getting into Tempe town. You know what? Let me show you guys. For the video watchers, or for the audio listeners, I'm doing a video for my YouTube. So, you can YouTube us, hashtag 360stupid on YouTube, and it's all us. Nobody else but us. And this is Tempe town Marketplace. Tempe Marketplace. Tempe Marketplace is a very cool place. Lots of stuff to do. Again, they're not a sponsor or a donor or a volunteer, but we greatly appreciate it if y'all want to send it in. Once we get bigger and bigger, we can put out some commercials and advertisements, sponsors, volunteers. Right now, we can use anything and everything that anybody's willing to do. Once we get staff in, then I can focus on setting up interviews for the big wiggies. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Hopefully, we'll get him interviewed here pretty soon. I'm truly hoping he's gonna jump in on the larger project that I got going on. I think I've talked to you guys about it. Basically, I want to put a conglomerate together of foster homes. There's a lot of children that I call lost children. I don't know if that's really appropriate wording, but oh, you know what? Let me see. It looks pretty slow. Sorry, I've been just got to focus on parking really quickie. So, yeah. So what I want to do is, here's the thing. The ugly truth, the reality of our day-to-day life is that there are a lot of children without families that are being horribly mistreated in dirty type of ways. What I'm talking about, what I'm trying to put together is getting these children and setting up a home so that there's three essential things that I want to make sure gets done in this fostering program process. I don't know how you want to word that. When the young people leave our homes, I want them to have 2 essentials, but in the process 3 fundamentals. One of them is, I'm not sure what order to put this in yet, so we're just going to go no order right now. The fundamentals, number one thing by far, is giving these young people a home. What do I mean? Do I mean somebody to foster them? Do I mean somebody to take them in and be their guardians? No, what I'm talking about is setting it up to where these young people, sorry, I'm trying to set up the video so I can go hands-free, but anyways, I'm parked, so all good. I want to set it up to where these children, when they leave, they're going to have 3 fundamental needs covered. Number 1, by far, I think, is the important part, is a home. Now, again, I don't mean somebody who's going to foster them or cater to their needs. No, I mean their own home. Set up in a way that they cannot mess it up. Set up in a way that they cannot lose that home. That no matter what happens in their adult life, that they will always have that home that they can go to. Now, I know the thing you're thinking is like, oh, well, you're going to buy an entire home for these kids? No. That's building dependency. We must teach these children independence of everything and anything. So that way they will never have to depend on anybody except themselves. So what I'm talking about is buying a home that generates passive positive cash flow. Essentially what I'm doing, a multi-unit minimum duplex, so that they will always have their place away from everybody, their own bathroom, their own kitchen, their own living room, their own bedrooms, however they want to set it up. Now, if they want to rent part of that out or all of that out and increase their passive positive cash flow, sure, whatever they want to do, we can work with them. And this is the point. Providing a home for young people coming out of the foster care system is essential. It's so essential, because so many of them end up homeless. So many young people coming out of the foster care system go into homelessness, go into sex work, all types of things. If they want to do that, that's hate. I'm not against sex work. As a matter of fact, I'm pro sex work. Sex work reduces sexual crime against children, sexual assault against children. But a lot of sex workers do it because they have to do it. That is the part we want to reduce. Now, back to the top 3 essentials. Number 1, housing. Number 2, income, passive, positive cash flow. This is so important, and it's tied to the housing. If you have passive, positive cash flow, you always have something coming in, some type of money, something coming in. Dave's here. He just sent me a message. He's right outside, so I'm going to go in. And the last thing, number 3, and this is so important, especially to the females: security and self-defense. Now, I want to really touch base on that, but we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to go in, have my lunch, and talk to y'all later. Thank you for the privilege of your time. Good night, stupid.